The calendar may say autumn, but temperatures are still pretty sweltering here in North Florida. But the good news, the radar is clear. Still, hydration will be key today at TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville. Today, we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Indianapolis Colts taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A man coming off an 1,100-yard campaign last year. Here's Travis Etienne. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Colts, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
Here's the rookie from Auburn, Tank Bigsby. And the defense on him quickly there as they stop him at the 40 for a gain of just 2. You look at this Colt defense. And they come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. And that is incomplete.
I'm quite sure that they envisioned a much better start to this game when they practiced all week. But they failed on that 3rd down play. That brings up 4th down, and they'll probably have to punt it away.
Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. To return is McKenzie. Call it an even 40-yard punt. 7, though, on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Minshew and the Colts going to come up here 1st and 10 at their own 23. Now the NFL's leading rusher in 2021, Jonathan Taylor. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down. These two teams met in Indy earlier in the year with the Colts coming out on top. So a win here in Jacksonville would give them the season series. Minshew sets to throw. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Excellent defensive effort to get to him and provide a little contact before the catch could be made cleanly.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now Minshew. Throw there going to be incomplete.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. At their own 27-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Now Beathard. Rolling to his right. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete. You look at this Colt defense. Now they come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
That certainly looks like nothing to show now from these first 2 possessions, and guess what? When you're on a losing streak, that can lead to a full sense of, here we go again. So on the sidelines, the offensive play callers, quarterback, they've got to get together and dial something up to start their next drive. Otherwise, it could be a long game.
It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return, and it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers,
taking it right down Broadway. And this is going to be a Colts first down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Back to Taylor on first down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And motioning left, that's Pittman. On second down, it's Taylor. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with third down coming up.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Two yards still to go. Third down now. In motion is McKenzie. And they'll go on the ground. Fourth down now after a loss of 2.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and they will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 18-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. Etienne. And he's got some space here. And he's tackled at the 38, but they doubled their yardage. The play started at the 19, and they gained 19. Well, Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
The Jaguars at a disappointing 1-4 as they start play. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
They'll throw here. Beathard.
A short throw there to Strange.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Third and 5.
To throw is Beathard.
Looking for Ridley on the out route. He's got it.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to make it 4th down. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. And it's a fake here on 4th and inches. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Beathard. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Red on red.
2nd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And he will find Ridley on the left side. And they'll get him to the ground, and he has another 1st down at the Colts' 38-yard line. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Ridley was one of the game's brightest young stars in 2020. Hasn't played since early in the 2021 season. But Jacksonville made a low-cost move to bring him in and see if he can return to the game with the form he once had.
Put a man in motion left, Ridley. On 1st and 10, it's ETN.
He'll be hit down at the 43, 5 yards on the play.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
Now 2nd and 5. Now a handoff to Bigsby.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Another run by Bigsby.
And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
let's go.
So from the 26-yard line, here's the 2nd and 9. And now they'll throw it with Lawrence. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Tim Jones, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jags post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated it on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw, and the defense, they had no answer for that right there.
On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And this is up and good. The score now 7-0 Jaguars. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Minshew's throw into the hands of Pittman here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
There he goes, right side. And they will finally catch him, but not before he gets it to the 11. 70 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
And the Colts first down.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Now he's going to get it on the jet sweep. On this one, it may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. On the counter, it's Taylor. And here he'll get it down to the 7. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Just a little too lackadaisical, Charles, and they didn't get up and snap the ball in time. Delay of game.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he understood where the clock was located. In different stadiums, it's in different places. You have to check that in pregame and make sure you're aware so you don't run into penalties like these.
Here's Minshew. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Line of scrimmage, the 2. They can still get a first down if they just get a yard out of this on 4th and very short. Looking to throw it. Minshew. And that is, I think he caught it. He did, but they'll say out of bounds. It'll be incomplete. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Here's 2nd and 10. Lawrence from his end zone. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Juju Brents. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
In motion is McKenzie. Minshew, 1st and 10. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Taylor. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
And not that the coach asked me, but I do like the call there to start the drive. Looking for something maybe to jumpstart this offense. And they decide to run a little screen play. Maybe give their running back a little bit of space. Mission accomplished. He turns that into good yardage and a quick first down.
And boy, now you see him, now you don't. Excellent move. Nice run. Winds up getting about 6. Here now, 2nd and 4. Off play action, it's Minshew. Going for it all. Looking for Pearson, he's got him. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Alec Pierce, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts are on the board here in the final minute of the first half.
After nearly 30 minutes of football, that touchdown puts us in a position where if they make the extra...
And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. Now a hit and a loose football. And it looks like one of the DBs has it. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
As that ball got away from him and he saw the opposing team recover it,
you felt this. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission. Now Etienne to start the drive. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
11.
Lawrence will throw. This one complete to Christian Kirk. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
Lawrence's throw taken in by Ridley here. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
Hey, I'm gone.
Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Kwity Paye getting in there and burying him behind the line.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw here taken in by Ingram. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter.
A 60-yard attempt.
And off the crossbar, no good. A sensational effort from that distance, but rejected by the bar. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate, but this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the giver. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Throwing on second down now, Minshew. That's complete to Pierce. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
First down, Indianapolis.
First and 10, Taylor now. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd down and 7. Here's Zach Moss, who played high school football downstate near Miami. Still going inside the 20. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Zach Moss, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Colts have taken the lead.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. And finally here in the second half, that got done.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Well, Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored. Now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Go.
Here's Lawrence to throw. A short throw to Ingram. It'll be a gain of 5. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
And he will have a first down here at about the 40. And they're going to speed things up here.
7-yard gain.
30 left.
And the Jaguars first down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Now Lawrence on first down. This complete to Jones. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Here's Lawrence. Looking downfield for Jones. And this is caught inside the 5. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 42 yards.
That's the kind of play this offense desperately needed. They've got to be saying, our defense has kept us in the ball game. We're down, but we're certainly not out. And maybe that was the spark that they've been searching for.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Now Lawrence to throw. And the screen unsuccessfully dropped it. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
Here we go, Sahel.
Etienne will get it into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. So a strong drive here to lead off this third quarter. That has him an extra point away from tying things up.
And partner, this is pretty much what they envisioned when they were sitting there in the locker room thinking about getting things going to start here in the third quarter. Getting out there, a field goal would have been fine. But going ahead and scoring here, an extra point away from tying things up, that's exactly how they drew it up on the board.
Extra point from McManus is good. And we are tied at 14. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. Throwing on first down is Minshew. Lets one go downfield for Pierce. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play there for Indy. 45 yards. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
When you see those RPOs run, you need the first man to attack and be a disruptor. And on that play, he closed down fast and helped knock it away.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Now Minshew. This will be swung out wide for Taylor. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. It'll be Minshew again. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And right at getting just a yard. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Oh, and they set the man in motion too late. This is going to be a delay. Tried the hard count, but to no avail.
Trying to do anything to get them to jump off sides and pick up a first down easily. Instead, it goes against them.
A 44-yard attempt.
And Gay knocks this one through, and they take a 17-14 lead. So a response there to the touchdown of the opening drive of this third quarter as they're able to reclaim the lead.
And I think you'll take that because obviously you'd like to be able to match them touchdown for touchdown, but the first order of business was to get the lead back, and they've done that. Now you want to give a good pep talk to your defense to take it from there.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. They'll come up 2nd and 7. And they'll go again with Etienne. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 72 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end of this third quarter of play. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. From the 42 now, here's 2nd and 2. Etienne up the middle, and he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Put a man in motion left, Ridley.
Let's go.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Lawrence. Open man is Kirk, complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 38-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and we watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, 2nd down. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Lawrence. He'll air this one out for Kirk. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Colts are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. So a nice play defensively by the rookie coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners, they end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there. The
Indy offense at the line and set to go. Another important fourth-quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. They'll run with Tanner to begin the drive.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
But whatever they were trying to call, Chad Muma had it read from the start, getting behind the line of scrimmage and dropping it.
First play of the drive, lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Out of the gun is Minshew. And that one going to be off target and incomplete. He was looking for Michael Pittman that time.
3rd down here.
They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the Jags get to him as down he goes.
That's Foley Fatukasi who got him there and finished off the play.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. 39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over.
And they're on 45-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth-quarter lead.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down.
And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. 95 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. Well, on this one, it may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
In motion right is Ridley. On 2nd down, a run with Etienne.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Here we go.
On 1st down, right back to Etienne.
And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
All right, let's go.
Here's 2nd and 10.
All right, here we go. Smack.
Etienne once more. And he's going to get this pretty close to a 1st down at the Colts 22.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
And now this defense trying to use the clock to their advantage. They'll take the timeout here with 2:08 left, and then they'll have another stop coming up at the 2-minute warning.
A big play in this football game. 3rd down and 1. They'll run with ETN.
And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Now Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for ETN.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. I tell you, it has not been his best day throwing the football. He really needs to piece something together here.
All will be forgiven if he leads them into the end zone.
They'll come up now on 2nd down. Running out of the gun with ETN.
And once again, this Colts defense stops him behind the line of scrimmage.
They'll come to the line. This is 3rd and 3. Lawrence.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So here now is Brandon McManus in a big spot. This will be a 34-yard attempt. The kick by McManus is good. And with a little more than a minute to go, we are on time. So a big kick to get this back to even. And now the worry is, did you leave too much time on the clock? Because another field goal the other way, that does you in.
You're exactly right. You didn't get into overtime yet. So now as a defense, you've got to think to yourself, you can't play prevent defense and just give up big chunks of yardage in front of you. But you also can't let anyone behind you. So you sit right on the line between the two, play the best defense you can, and not make it easy for them to move the ball downfield.
Here's 1st and 10.
Hurry, hurry! Hurry, hurry!
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Here's 2nd down. Minshew. Pass complete to Allen Cox.
I like what they did there, still keeping their tight ends involved. They understand it's not quite Hail Mary time just yet.
Final minute, 1 timeout remaining. 1st and 10. Here's Minshew. That's caught by his tight end, Kylen Granson.
Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Now Minshew. That's caught. It's Josh Downs. They're trying to tiptoe the pylon, but they're going to say he stepped out at the 1-yard line.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
Here we go, 1st and goal.
conversion. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead.
Jaguars 17. Matt Gay to kick off for the Colts.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
This is 1st and 10.
13, Luke. 11.
Throwing now, Lawrence. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'm guaranteed he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Here comes 2nd down. A final shot now for Lawrence. This ball intercepted. And the Colts are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Error-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle. Go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.
So for Indianapolis, they climb back to 500 now.